Tuesday afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 7th, 2020. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg. I am Jeremy Crosby, Andrew Bamlett, back at the board, ready to rock and roll this show. And Andrew, I don't know.
Yes.
When I went to drop the kids off at daycare this morning, I was blamed for the snow that was falling in the sky. There was snowing.
You were personally blamed?
I was personally blamed.
By who?
By the
Someone there?
by the table of kids that were there. No, I'm not going to say that I don't heckle those kids every day.
I was going to say, I'm sure there's
a couple of them remember.
There's a backstory to that.
Well, a couple of them remember my name now. And,
you better look out. They're coming for you.
You know, I just don't. I know a lot of times I'm in a rush, so I got to drop off and leave. But
right.
A lot of time I just like to drop off. It takes a little bit of time because she's still zoned out, so she's not really fun to talk to. But talk to the daycare.
Yeah.
And then a couple of the kids heckle me every day. And
definitely. Fun time.
But yeah, I walked in and they're like, "It's Jeremy's fault it's snowing." I was like, "What?" Like, it's not even supposed to be snowing right now.
Yeah.
Snowing.
That's why it's your fault. Because you showed up and it was snowing.
I know.
So
it sort of followed me in, too. Yeah, it was kind of like, it actually did happen that way.
Your little snow clouder. You became Olaf for the day.
Yeah. Whoa, boy, if I was Olaf, they would have liked me. That round table, that's a tough table.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I digress. Nice weather continuing, although I just posted up here that there's the snow moving into the area this afternoon. Quick little clipper. Right? Aren't they clippers if they come from the north? Yeah, I should know this. I'm a weather guy, but
yeah, you're the weather guy's asking the non-weather guy a
Scott,
question.
Is a clipper that clippers come from the north down south, right? Alberta. Nah, I don't know.
An Alberta clipper.
No, I guess so.
You hear that from the man.
You heard it from the man, the mystery, Scott.
Perfect.
We should have. There's a sports show that I listen to, and they do like a minute in somebody's head, leaving out the name. But we should do that with Scott. Like 1 minute with what's on Scott's mind.
I like it.
Wonder what he would say. This is stupid.
I say you just stop for a second. That right there. That's what you'd say. It's nothing. Silence. All right, what do we got today?
We got a busy show for you. We'll get you updated on the headlines. A lot of ribbon cuttings happening here in the new year. We'll tell you about those as they come up. And then we're continuing our part 2 on Radon and getting it tested today. We'll talk about the testing factor there. And finally, wrap up the show with our guest segment and Austin stopping in from the Recreation Department. We're going to break some news on this show, first off. Hasn't even been let out to the public. It will be on this show. It's the daddy-daughter dance date. We got it here for you. And we'll give you some of the details on that coming up, along with other great activities happening here in the city of Fitchburg from the Recreation Department. But first, we do turn to those ribbon cuttings. And we start with our first one, Dwellings. Dwellings moving to the new location of 2924 Hard Rock Road in Fitchburg. Welcoming Dwellings to Fitchburg at their ribbon cutting on January 8th. This event will be held from 4 to 6 p.m. The official ribbon cutting starting at 4 o'clock p.m. Light refreshments will be served. Hopefully you'll come on out. And again, ribbon cutting at 4:30. Tomorrow, we'll be out there, so we'll bring you some of the details of that. And then right next door to them, you've got this, Goldfish Swim School. Yeah, they're opening up a location. Said right next door, 2922 Hard Rock Road in Fitchburg. It says here, join the Fitchburg Chamber and the City of Fitchburg as they welcome and celebrate the grand opening of the and ribbon cutting of the Goldfish Swim School in between Princeton Club and Dwellings. Event will take place on Tuesday, January 14th at noon, and a 1 o'clock official ribbon cutting there, and followed by some light refreshments be served there. So come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll be out there for that one as well. Finally, Blackhawk Church opening things up. They'll have their community ribbon cutting and open house on January 14th, 4 o'clock p.m. And they're located at 2935 Astor Drive, just off of Seminole there. And it says, come on out and check out their new property. That event starts at 4 o'clock with the official ribbon cutting taking place with staff at 4:15 p.m. So they hope to see everybody out there. Everybody's welcome. There'll be light refreshments and self tours to see the new space. We got kind of an early look during construction, so it'll be kind of neat to see the follow-up to that, and looks great from the outside, so can't wait to check that out on the inside. All right, switching gears, celebrating Wisconsin's small batch craft spirits. Doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? Friday, February 21st. Get this on your calendar at Yahara Bay Distillers. Guests are given a passport to be completed by receiving a stamp for each sample they choose. Then they can redeem their complete passport for $2 off a featured cocktail of any during the time of the event. And there'll be some music as well starting at 8 p.m. So come on out. It's open to the public. It's free. Just got to be 21 to participate. All right, 2020 Winter Restaurant Week is coming up here, and there'll be some Fitchburg restaurants participating in this. Andrew, why didn't you and I in the staff here, why haven't we gone out for this?
We should.
I don't know why we haven't done that.
We could do our own reviews right here.
We could.
I like that idea.
Yeah, every day at lunch, so we won't be doing Talking Fitchburg. Is that safe to say?
Or you go right after. We could do 12:30 lunch. It'll be all right.
Okay. We could do dinner too.
Well, we could.
We could, as long as we find babysitting for the
Yeah, we all need babysitters.
Scott's out. He can babysit. He'd be a good babysitter.
Yeah,
sure.
I think Scott will just handle all the kids. He'll be fine.
Poor guy. All right, Restaurant Week, the 7th annual event taking place January 19th through the 24th. No passes, tickets, or coupons are required. All you got to do is book it. Yeah, and there are featured restaurants throughout Dane County that include, of course, a prefix menu with 3-course meal and 3 options of each course. Fitchburg Chamber members Benvenuto's, Liliana's, Quivy's Grove, Thirsty Goat, the Wise, and Hotel Red are all participating in this. So if you are interested in, if you haven't been out to any of these restaurants, by the way, they're all phenomenal. I've been to each one of them. They do a great job. But you got to come out and enjoy and take advantage of trying some new foods. That's what it's all about. We used to pick a expensive steak restaurant and go as a group every day, every year. And you'd get this really good steak and great dessert. It was, just saying, it was awesome. And Andrew, we got to book that. No matter
I'm
what.
down. I think that's a good idea.
All right, it's on the books. All right, 2020, the Fitchburg bike collection is going to be happening. This is a pretty cool event here. This nonprofit group collects bikes and gives them back out to kids across the area, and they're having their big collection day coming up. And Andrew has kindly put all the locations that you'll be able to do this. And this is happening on January 11th, by the way, the collection day. And it's from, let's see here, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Check this out. Stoughton, Monona, DeForest, Demingway, Middleton, and then 2 places in Fitchburg here. You got on McKee on the other side. Well, I guess it's the Madison side of McKee. Like if that's a bad thing, I don't know. Fitchburg Research Park Drive also there will be a location there for you to drop off. And start the new year off right by donating your gently used bikes. And like I said, it's for a great cause there on the biking group. And I was trying to see, it's Free Bikes for Kids Madison is the group. So make sure you donate there coming up, this weekend. All right, Grace is to offer 2 grief support groups starting in February. In February, 2 grief support programs will be offered at Agrace Support Center. That's 2906 Marketplace Drive in Fitchburg. The groups are open to the public and are free for people whose family may have had hospice care in the past 12 months. And then fees for others can be lowered or waived if needed. You can call 327-7118 with questions to register. Bridges Grief Support Group for adults meets February 5th and 19th from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. February 12th and 26th from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. No advance registration is needed, and participants may attend as often as they feel they need support. Family Grief Support Program is for families with children ages 5 to 18 who are grieving with the death. It meets every other week. Again, those dates vary, but usually from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dinner is included. You can call and register for this by calling this number, 327-7135. Grace is also seeking volunteers across Dane County. So if you're looking to volunteer this New Year's, call that number and get yourself in, or you can check the volunteering, all of their participating volunteering opportunities online. Same with filling out an application. All right, that does it for our headlines. We're going to open up our digest, continue our talk about Radon. Well, if you didn't watch yesterday's show, you're not going to know what Radon is. Don't worry, we'll tell you. And tell you how to test for it next right here on Talking Fitchburg.